Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on an update regarding the storms and tempests that the Lord was unleashing upon the South and the Midwest of America. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says 40 dead as storms head east. Over 360,000 customers without power. At least 32 of Friday's storms and 34 of Saturday's storms were tornadoes, according to reports. It says at least 40 people have died across Missouri, Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Alabama, and Mississippi as powerful storm systems swept through the Midwest and the South. The deadly storms that ravaged much of the South and the Midwest this weekend are headed east today. Cities in the risk zone include Pittsburgh and Erie in Pennsylvania, Jacksonville, Florida, Cleveland and Charlotte and Raleigh in North Carolina. The strongest storms will target parts of western Pennsylvania. According to preliminary reports, at least 557 storms were reported Friday and 135 were reported yesterday. At least 32 of Friday's storms and 34 of yesterday's storms were tornadoes per reports. The storms have caused deaths linked to wildfires in Oklahoma, where over 100 were injured dozens in Arkansas, and left hundreds of thousands of customers without power. Yeah, so just heavy judgment from the Lord. Tornadoes, wildfires, exactly the sort of thing that the men of the Lord have been saying was going to be taking place, according to the scriptures. Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And when you look up the definition of tempest, it means a violent windy storm, such as hurricanes or tornadoes. And the South and the Midwest got hit with a lot of tornadoes. A lot of destruction was caused, and people died. It says, and the flame of devouring fire. And those wildfires are just that, flames of devouring fire. They spread, they destroy whatever they, come in contact with. Homes, cars, people. Isaiah 28:2. Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which has a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And that's what happened. The Lord sent that destroying storm and tempest upon those different areas. There's power outages, there's deaths, there's destruction. Psalms 11:6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and in horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. And those people in those areas that got hit with those tornadoes, a horrible tempest was brought upon them. And that was judgment of the Heavenly Father. Psalms 83:14. As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Verse 15. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. And that's exactly what the Heavenly Father did. and is continuing to do. Send out these storms and tempests to punish these wicked people, cause flooding, cause power outages, you know, cause a bunch of destruction. People's homes got destroyed. People died. There were wildfires. Psalms 9:16, the Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higgaion Selah. That's right. So for all the simple-minded people that are going to be like, oh, these tornadoes are just Mother Nature. Like, no, this is the judgment of the Heavenly Father. And the Heavenly Father is going to continue to bring these judgments upon the earth. And he's going to continue to intensify these judgments and make them more destructive and dangerous and intense and deadly as punishment for these wicked people. The Lord is going to force these people to acknowledge him, because these people are still being rebellious, still being simple, still being stiff-necked, still not acknowledging the Lord and his power. But through these judgments, people are going to be forced to acknowledge it. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And with these tornadoes and these powerful storms that the Lord is continuously unleashing upon these different cities, he does kill and wound a lot of people. And so far, they've confirmed 40 people have died from these most recent storms and tempests. And the Lord is just going to keep dishing them out. We start getting into the warmer months. There's going to be more tornadoes. There's going to be hurricanes. The Lord is not about to let up on these people. There's going to be more wildfires. There's going to be more power outages. Like it says in Slakia, Baruch 4:32, miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. And these cities are miserable. And some of the reasons why they're so miserable is because the Lord is bringing so much judgments upon them. And the judgments are just going to increase. There's going to be more destruction and more death, more miseries. Like it says in 2 Ezra 8:50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And nobody is more proud than these Americans. Nobody is more wicked than these Americans. And now they're just reaping what they've sown for their wickedness. Job 4:7, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? And the answer is that no one has ever perished being innocent, nor were the righteous ever cut off. So these people who died, they were not innocent. That's why out of all the people that could have died as a result of these tornadoes and these various storms, only those particular people died, because it was their time to die according to the will of the Lord. Verse 8, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. And that's what's happening. Wicked people are reaping what they've sown. Like it says in Psalm 7:11, Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. And now the Heavenly Father is punishing those wicked people that he's angry with. And like it says in Romans 2 and 11, there is no respect of persons with Yahweh. So therefore, men, women, and children get put to death out here for being wicked. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Verse 2, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And for those people who perished, it was just their time to die. Plain and simple. They were wicked, and the Lord decided that yesterday was the day that they were going to die. And he unleashed those tornadoes and those powerful, deadly storms upon those people, and they died. And like I said, there's going to be a whole lot more of that type of judgment in store. So, hey, this is just what it is. America is not going to bounce back from this. The Lord is going to continue to beat this place down via all of his judgments. Earthquakes, fires, storms, tempests, just financial problems. This country is going down. This wicked, demonic, unholy place is going down. And its downfall is not going to be a pretty one. Just like wicked kingdoms of the past, when they went down, it wasn't a smooth downfall. It was rough. And America's going to get the worst of it. And rightfully so. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. Closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Dawadi Habashim Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are still fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. And shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Until next time, shalom.